In this video, we will see 3 different investors that invested a small capital and transformed it into $1 million portfolio. Like this one, invested less than $2,000 and transformed it into more than $3 million in just 90 days. Or our second one that got more than 200K with airdrops. Yes, basically free money by doing just few clicks on the mouse. And again, a third one that transformed a small capital real fast in more than 700K in just one trade. So welcome and Handsome Finance. Prepare your little matcha because here what do? We study the smart money, the best investors. We check what's happening on chain and we don't listen to what they say. We check what they do, and that's why we are going to dig in. This person was just at 20K in September and boom, 750K, almost a milli. Now let's check what they invested in. And we can see Agora token. Of course, if you check this graph, you're going to be, hey, what are we doing here? This guy is selling when it's going down. No, we have to check here. Oh, now it's better. And now we're going to check a year. And what is really interesting is that we can see every time this person bought and every time this person sold. Now, how do we know this? Well, the blockchain is an open ledger, right? So we can see all the transactions that happen. We have the transaction, we have when it happened, from which address to which address, and we know every time the amount. So this is why crypto is really different, because we can know in advance and we can know exactly what's happening, who is investing in what, and how to make money. One of my process to find those people is to check, for example, a token that went up really fast recently and to know who was investing in it, because this person did more research than I did, or is pretty good at doing it at least. This person bought at really different pricing. That's what is interesting. We have tons of different time of buying. Instead of most of us, what we do, we buy one time, we leave it, we sleep, we wait, and then boom, oh shit, it's bear market, I lost everything. But no, this is not what they do here. And you can see as well for the process of selling, by the way, someone selling at the top like this, congratulations, I would say. So for 6K, 10K, and then started to sell more and more and more and more. We can see every time the person sell off by package of like 2 to 10K, which is gradual instead of doing one shot. What do we do with this information? Well, a quick glance of Agoras let us know that this coin is actually something for like kind of AI generating software. So that's typically investing in a narrative. But what is interesting for me about this is that, okay, now may not be the best time to enter into Agora because the people that went in early, they're going out. That means they know the project is probably not going anywhere. The second thing I would do is check who sent money to this address, because that would give me an idea of all the connected wallets and probably I can find their other portfolio. But first, let's get back to our second investor that printed money out of thin air with airdrops, and we like that. This person captured the DYDX airdrop, 50K. Also the OP airdrop, that's 23K. Now, I didn't capture those, and I'm a bit jealous. So we're going to study, we're going to learn, and see what are they farming now. The cool thing is on this Dune dashboard, you can find actually all the people that farm the biggest amount of airdrops. You just sort by counts, and then here we have our guy with 16 airdrop under his belt. That's 16 more airdrops than me. Oh, I think I got 1 or 2 in my life. But now things are changing. I start to farm it. You live and you learn. We want to know next, what are they going to farm? How do we know which airdrop they farm? Well, it's pretty easy because when an airdrop happens, they send all the money to all those contracts. So if you consolidate all the database and then you match, you say, okay, this address was in this airdrop and that one in that airdrop. Okay, boom, that's 2, that's 3. So that's how we know. And now what I want to know, and that's what we are going to do after, is to check what is this investor doing now, which airdrop he or she or them are farming. Before that, let's not forget our first guy and to understand what he's up to now, what he's investing in. Well, I find his second address connected to it, and it's $4.3 million. So it's actually a bigger fish than we thought. That's sometimes like this. You meet someone, you think they're no one, and then you realize, oh no, they're connected to this. They also do this. They also do that. Like sometimes you watch a YouTuber doing video about on-chain analytics on crypto, and you didn't realize that as well he's a stand-up comedian and a really good-looking man. Well, maybe you realize for the latest, but maybe not for the second yet. And we can see an investment in GFAL and B2AM. I hate to pronounce those names. It's so bad. So games for a living. All right, we're going to play games for a living. Also simping for a living. Man, if there was simping for a living, how many billionaires we will have in crypto? It would be amazing. Of course, typical shitcoin with a market cap below $70 million on the Binance chain. So to double down on it. Play the future. When come to games for a living, I think we need to do a reality check. Only the top 1% or 0.1% of the gamers are going to make money by playing video games. Don't want to break any dreams here. It's the same in many places. Stand-up comedy, top 1%, 0.1%. Modeling, top 1%, 0.1%. And I think about 100% of the people who subscribe to Handsome Finance will have handsome stuff happening in their life. And that's what we're going to dig into our third crypto wallet. Don't worry, we're going to see what's popping on the airdrops that you need to farm next, following one of the best airdrop farmers in the crypto industry. That's been seen so many times in all the airdrops. But let's see this guy that we don't forget. Crypto Donuts, 2K in what? $3 million. Now you want to know how they did that. Let's check his top position, see how he traded, and then after we will see if we need to put some alerts on, because if we have some alerts when this person is placing some trades, when we can just kind of copy it, which will be dumb, but however it can give us a really good insight. So Topia, Autonomous, Turbo, and let's check CDFI. Allez, let's check CDFI, cheeky one. A good profit of 121K. Fair play. And that person on November 14 went in for what? 60K. That's a lot. And what is interesting around this is that 14 November, we can see Alex Baker video. The first one that came back was 11 November. So maybe he thought like, oh, Alex Baker is back. He's going to do video. And we're going to see that he start to talk about CDFI in the other videos just later on. There might be connections. We're not 100% sure, but for sure, the videos of Alex Baker created a pump. You were not supposed to see this, but yeah, if you want the list of all the addresses that we see today, I will put a link in the description. I don't put them publicly. I explained 50 times why I don't do that. So you just click the link in the description to have it. And to get back to CDFI, for him, it's not a top yet. So maybe he's using it inside the app. I don't see this yet. For now, we only see that he bought it. So careful when he's going to sell. And when we check Turbo, profit 1.7 million. This one is a special one, a meme coin that was strangely minted. I don't know. We have a site.google view Turbo, new website, turbotoken.ai. So you can see that the guys, they did a website just with Google site. That's crazy. And that went pretty high. We minted those ones again, that the meme coin Gen 2 was a strong narrative based on data. All those coins went up. Now, is it randomness? I'm not so sure. If you check the previous video, we kind of like have a lot of randomness then. For OLAS, we had 300K returns. He bought here, crazy. October, Croctober, and now he started to sell his OLAS and he pocketed 36K. So that's smart, you know? Like he invested, his initial is around 30K and then he withdrew some. He took profit. So what we see here, the common point between all those investors is that they didn't bought just one time. They bought a few times in a row. Because when you did the analysis of a project, if you're buying now, why you don't buy tomorrow, why you don't buy the day after? So they kind of DCA, but not so much. They just do different ones. And also it's because when you have a small market cap, it's a small coin, you don't have so much liquidity. So you will buy all the stock, maybe create a price movement, and you will also buy at a higher price. And now they always take profit. Same here, Topia, we have 200K profit. Oh my goodness. And yes, we have here, he bought, but he didn't sell yet. So we have two coins now that he bought and didn't sold yet. Am I going to follow blindly what he's doing? No. But will I take notice of his movement? Yes, of course. Really good investor, good way to play. then after the project invested in it, I would never do it. Don't overthink about everything. And let's get back to which airdrops we could farm, because Pandario, strangely, invested massively in ZK Sync, in Linear, in Scroll, in Base, in Gnosis chain. You see the pattern here, right? We put 10K on this chain, 5K here, 5K here, 10K here, 10K here. And what do? We do small transactions that are not really significant. Here, for example, a transaction of $5. Why do you think a portfolio of 200K would do a transaction of $5? Farming airdrops. In airdrops, you're rewarded by the number of transactions that you did. So the more you interacted with the protocol, with the chain, whatever it's on, the more you would get. It's pretty easy to see. Just by looking at the history of this transaction, we can understand which protocol he got interaction with, SyncSwap. And by the way, a lot of those protocol and airdrop things were mentioned in our previous video. Of course, in the investors boardroom, we started to farm those airdrops because, hey, our time ain't worth clicky everywhere. We got stuff to do. We got to go outside. We got to meet up with some people, you know? This is handsome finance. This is not simping finance. This is for the people who want to have a life outside crypto. Now, because I mentioned this video 50 times, maybe it would be worth watching it so you understand which are the big airdrops and then how to farm airdrops. This is what we are doing, us, in the investors boardroom. If you like this video, leave it a cheeky thumbs up, you know? And if you want to have those alerts, you let me know. I will set up the alerts for those portfolio and you have the link in the description to get them. It was a massive pleasure. But don't forget one thing. Stay handsome. Ciao.